You're off.
With this new breed of replicant comes a new breed of Blade Runner. Though the Replicant Detection Unit has kept its name, the UN's Replicant Reintegration Act has changed the RDU's mandate, making them an investigative branch with sole jurisdiction over the use and abuse of all monitored entities and technologies. It's not the Blade Runner's job to simply detect replicants. They must now protect them as well. For the first time, replicants are entitled to due process, and detectives must investigate if a replicant deserves to be retired. A case must be made to justify the bullet, even after it's been fired in the line of duty. We must even defend replicants now, both in the courts and on the streets, should they be the victims of crimes or conspiracies against them. And there are many. After all, replicants are the most prized technology in the system. And when are such toys not stolen, broken, or abused in the wrong hands? Not to mention the unsanctioned technologies, the illegal counterfeits, the underground traffickers and chop shops, all the entrenched criminal enterprises unchecked during Prohibition and now exposed. Plus, let's not forget good old-fashioned hatred, fueled by the old fears and bigotries of bygone Nexus 6 boogeymen, along with bullies all too eager to antagonize those who can't fight back. But there will be a fight, though perhaps not one waged by reps. Remember, the Reintegration Act is more than a civil rights issue. The city's economy and the prosperity and socio-political stability of the entire system all hinge upon a Nexus workforce. The UN put their jobs on the line when they repealed Prohibition, and countless bottom lines across the colonies couldn't have been more grateful. Now that big business is back, hell if it's leaving without a war. This is most especially true for Wallace Corp, who forever stands in the center of every storm, meticulously tinkering with each investigation like wires in some massive Machiavellian scheme. After all, Neander Wallace's vision for humanity is cradled in synthetic arms, and his stockholders have placed their faith in his promises as much as they now expect the RDU to deliver upon them, one way or another. Hello, and welcome to Electric Memory, a Blade Runner campaign set in the world of the films and using the wonderful system published by Free League Press. We are also using the Roll20 virtual tabletop, including the wonderful music you'll hear as we play. As a content note, this game deals with many of the same themes as the films, including unreliable memory, mistaken identity, mistaken heritage, and loss of innocent life. This episode in particular might deal with a memory of a child death, but no children were harmed in the making of this show. The game also presumes that characters will be Blade Runners, part of a semi-autonomous unit attached to the LAPD. So, as an Angelito, I can tell you straight up that the LAPD sucks. They have always sucked, and they will continue to suck until the heat death of the universe. This show is not meant to be propaganda in any way, and instead works to highlight corruption and abuse inherent in institutions like the LAPD and anyone else given literal license to kill. That out of the way, players, please introduce yourselves and your characters to the audience.
Hey everybody, it's your friendly neighborhood changeling. You can use any pronouns for me, and tonight I will be playing a character. Oh, why am I blanking? That's terrible. That's it. Quinn Kinsey, whose pronouns are any, and you can find me all over the internet as Am Changeling and on Etsy at Thornkind.
Hello, everyone. I am Aaron. You can find me pretty much everywhere as Greg Cthulhu. My pronouns are any, but he, him. Tonight I will be reprising the role of the name I misspelled in Zoom. Evie Tofona, whose pronouns are she, they, and is probably in deep shit for her actions last week.
I don't know what you mean. Hi, my name is Eric at Modern Recluse Online, and I will be reprising Dutch Olson, the Enforcer.
Hello, my name is Jared, and today I'm going to be playing Tanner Rodrigo.
Hello, everybody. My name is Steve. My pronouns are he, him, and tonight I will be playing Cassius.
Excellent. I'm your game runner. My name is Rachel. I go by Stolen Fires on the internet. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm excited to run tonight's for all of you. But before that, Aaron, would you mind reading a recap of last week's session? Do you need the link? I've got the link.
Okay, thank you.
There's the link.
Thank you. All right. Evie maintains a faked empathy despite being filled with deepening panic. She hands off her card to the man in case he spots Leah again. He then melts away into the background. Dutch has been at the bar watching Evie speak with the informant, keeping chill. He wants to sticky finger a bottle of liquor to sample the goods, but the barkeep and owner Taffy Lewis is behind the bar. He jokes with Dutch about being the last resort for the LAPD. Dutch asks about security cams, and Taffy informs the detective that they don't actually work. Well, that's no help. The grungy Blade Runner questions Taffy further and finds out a few more involved in the situation. Inspecting the scene a little more, both Evie and Dutch find a bullet stuck in the wall, having shot through a mirror. They'll need to take it back for analysis. There's no casing, unfortunately. Evie pulls Dutch aside and tells him what she's found out. Leah shot Sandor. There's someone else involved called Styles, whom the two detectives decide that Dutch will track down and follow. Evie will go to question Iris. Detective Tefana approaches Iris and confronts the Nexus 9 dancer while gently flirting. She tells Evie about Jell Schuler, writer for Kill magazine, who seemed to be firing things up and instigating and throwing objects at her during her performance. Iris tells her that a tall, pale man, Styles, tried to stop them, but then chaos broke loose. She didn't see who shot who or who shot the mirror. Parting ways, Evie leaves the dancer with her card. Stealthily pursuing the target, Detective Olsen winds his way through the Animoid market and spots some butterflies in his periphery. Dutch projects where Styles might be going and calls for a ride from Evie. After pestering Coco for a bit, Cassius and Quinn follow up on some things. Quinn attempts a background check on Cassius, but is met with all sorts of errors despite their expertise in the system. Cassius approaches and asks if they can help, Quinn responding with a pouty no. Cassius had just come from doing a bit of background check of his own, of Leah. At her incept, she was good at her job. Her work was primarily with children, and it seemed with each case she went downhill, resulting in being returned to the Wallace Corps to be reconditioned. Cassius asks Quinn if they've ever been to Wallace Corps, and if they'd like to go. He's sure there's some very interesting technology to check out. Tanner's KIA goes off. He's getting the call from Wallace Corp specifically, Neander Wallace's assistant, insisting that they've been waiting for a detective to interface with him regarding the case, per Detective Holden. Later on, Tanner gives Cassius a call to inform him about Wallace Corps' request. Cassius and Quinn are on it. Meanwhile, Dutch returns to the bar having completed a call with Detective Holden. He attempted to get more information about Leah from Holden, but to no avail. He needs a stiff drink. Evie, on the other hand, goes for a shot of adrenaline and approaches the protesters with badge in hand. She shoves the megaphone out of the way and aims for some intimidation. It worked resoundingly well, but only Dutch notices the camera recording in one of the protesters' hands. He attempts to shield Evie from filming, but she's about to fly off the handle in fury. Dutch attempts to de-escalate the situation and wrests the gun from her hands as the protesters, scrungle away. Evie and Dutch have a minor argument in which Evie reveals that she has a master plan, hoping that any errant replicants may think she's on their side after all. Need to come out while I'm talking. Hunting down the pawn shop, Tanner is looking specifically to meet with Doc Badger. With some excellent luck, perhaps more skill than anything, the Blade Runner finds the so-called Doc. He starts off with some small talk, then busts out with a photo of Leo and of the Animoid butterflies. Doc Badger claims to have never seen Leah, but Tanner presses him with the evidence. The shop owner relents, explaining the woman came in, claiming to be a Nexus 9 who wanted her memories of a girl made into hard copy. She was distraught, insisting the girl was her daughter, but she's a Nexus 9. Replicants don't have offspring. Arriving in their spinner, Quinn and Cassius are overwhelmed by the grandiose building that dominates the entire area. Each room seems like a monument to ego in the grandeur and pompous atmosphere. A replicant is working at a desk, looking rather gentlemanly. Cassius introduces them, and the receptionist leads us up a number of stories to the site of a classic Grecian beauty named Quell. She's impatient, but so impeccably lovely. Reptitech Cassius carries on with her, seemingly on the same page, while Quinn is listening carefully and observing. The duo is directed to visit the Lilith's memory lab, and after a thorough grilling by Miss Quell. With their tail between their legs, Quinn heads out of the office to hail the elevator, while Cassius appeases Quell's discerned disdain. Cassius and Quinn take the long way back to the exit, perusing what they can. When nothing can be found, the two head to Lilith's lab to meet up with Tanner. The location is Kill Magazine, and Evie is entirely ready to throw hands. Thankfully, Dutch seems a little more level-headed. It seems there's a little malevolence in the atmosphere, and when Schuler sees them coming, immediately goes in the defensive as he's editing a threatening picture of Evie. As Gel fires off at Evie, Dutch tries to referee the scenario and manages to somewhat calm the situation. The reporter turns on his recorder, and the two question each other back and forth. Gel admits to having seen the fight and that Leah shot Sandor. As quick as lightning, Evie snatches the recorder and smashes it. Then a piece of useful information is revealed. Leah snagged a Metro cab. With some brilliant insight, Evie knows the reporter isn't lying. Not once. One last stop on their shift for Dutch and Evie, and that's Metro cab. While awaiting the records, Dutch thinks out loud to Evie, wondering why Leah didn't take the spinner she arrived in the snake pit. The receptionist informs the two reptitechs that Earl took the Blade Runner to Anemoid Road. From here, Evie and Dutch split. Dutch passes on the information to Quinn and Cassius for the Anemoid Road location of Styles in order to find his serial number. Tanner also gives Cassius and Quinn a call, connecting information. Having made his way to Lilith's memory lab, Tanner asks the front desk attendant about reconditioning. He's directed to another room, where two kids are under a spotlight drawing. They only seem to be capable of giggling at Tanner. After a few minutes, they flicker and disappear. An older woman approaches with a curious device in her hand. She apologizes. The children were a new program she was testing. She introduces herself as Lilith Tyrell, and he as Detective Tanner with Reptitech. He shows her the photograph he had collected when Quinn and Cassius arrive. The new arrivals have to do a double take. This woman is an exact lookalike for Leah.
Excellent. Thank you so much for reading that, and thank you, Ambrose, for taking notes. So we begin, and so just to confirm where everybody is, Quinn, Cassius, and Tanner have walked into the memory lab with Lilith. Yes?
Correct.
Okay, so what are Evie and Dutch up to?
If I remember correctly, we split up so that Dutch could keep an eye on me while I hope for contact with Styles again in the area he lives.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. So, this is the beginning of your third shift of investigation. And so, let's begin at the memory lab where we left off. So, you have just walked in. You have just recognized the similarity between Lilith and Leah. The scene is yours. What would you like to do or say?
I would say, are you a replicant?
Me? No, not at all. I am a templant. I am, well, replicants have been based off me. Use my genetic legacy, my appearance.
Yeah. So you're basically the template for the replicant.
A certain class of them, yes. Humans like variety, after all, and there are multiple templates around.
Makes a lot of sense. Just so happens our suspect looks a lot like you. I'm sure that's coincidence.
Suspect? What do you mean by suspect?
Person we're investigating.
Who are you investigating? A replicant certainly can't be a suspect.
Well,
Well, I mean, you see, there's a body in the morgue that says otherwise.
I'm pretty sure you
Um,
can.
I did the autopsy myself. He was shot at close range.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that, but it certainly couldn't have been a replicant to do it.
What makes you say that?
Well, that's my entire job, that's my work. And so she holds up the device in her hands, says, I create memories. I create memories for replicants, and let me assure you, these memories are very carefully designed to prevent replicants from becoming Nexus 6 after all.
Okay. So I'm actually going to pull out the picture and say, can you tell me about this memory right here?
Ah. Huh. That's a memory we implanted in replicants of Leia's model and type to ensure empathy and compliance.
Empathy.
Yes, well, that's the entire point of the memories, after all, to ensure that the replicants behave as they are expected to behave.
But don't you think empathy could have been maybe the wrong feeling for that? Maybe it could push, if someone is super empathetic about something, maybe that could maybe break the replicant, make him do stuff that he or she shouldn't.
Unremarkable early work of a happy family in an off-world colony. So, I would like you, please, to give me a manipulation roll.
A manipulation roll. Oh crap! Oops, my bad. I forgot to get my awesome sheet out. My bad. You guys are seeing my stats. All right. And we got a 1.
Okay, do you want to try and push that to get some better successes?
What the hell? Let's do this. 3. Ooh. I'm pretty sure it's 3.
When you
I think
press
there's
push, it gives you the dice to choose. You want to choose whichever one didn't roll a 6, presumably. So you would probably select the 3 to re-roll that.
Okay, okay. So any of these two will re-roll it?
Yeah, so it looks like
Right.
the 3 is your D10, so you want to reroll the D10.
Yeah. 2, so 3.
excellent. Okay, that is what you need.
Yep.
And so, at this point, Leah will manipulate the little device, or not Leah, Lilith, too many L names, will manipulate the little device in her hand, and so all three of you will see this, and so it's happening holographically, so it's happening in 3 dimensions, and it looks very real, but you can like put your hand through it, and it's just light. So, you find yourself in a spacious hall, while golden sunlight beams in through a huge picture window, revealing a red sandy vista outside. So maybe it's Mars, maybe it's an asteroid, maybe it's a fake window. Someone moves past you, a small girl. "Mummy," she says, "you can't catch me." She runs off, giggling, disappearing into the deep shadows. A moment of stillness, of total bliss. So, content warning, again, this is not a real child. So, there is a loud bang that shakes the ground, followed by sharp, rattling noises. An explosion, sound of gunfire, people screaming. You run right towards the danger, to your daughter, rushing through halls bathed in red light. There are masked men, clad in black, with guns raised. Then you see her, the daughter, lying on the floor, very, very still. And then the memory ends, and you are back in the very sparse, sparely lit room.
The memory you're working on?
No, that was Leia's memory.
This is Leia's memory. I see.
Yes.
I got a question. So, to me, that memory showed the replicant how to kill a human, if you really think about it. Gave him the blueprint to do it. Why would you think that would serve more empathetic feelings in the replicant?
Well, I mean, sorry to
Go
interrupt
ahead.
you, Detective Tanner. I think that maybe it would more cause her to want to go after the masked men.
And it's enhancing violence. Am I not wrong?
Oh, indeed. So, the thing you have to understand about replicants is that they are machines. They are no different than the blaster you carry on your hip. Infinitely more advanced, of course, but they are still machines. The purpose of the memories I design is to control these machines in the most effective way possible by imprinting them with trauma. The memory of this trauma is conditioned to be triggered at any time the replicant even considers the possibility of being disobedient. This is how the Nexus Nines ensure peaceful compliance. It's simple. This isn't a real girl. Morality has no role here. You wouldn't want the blaster in your hand to suddenly disobey you.
Well, that's the thing. Sometimes blasters, like, they have damage and misfire, or they don't fire at all. Or like computers, you equated them to machines. Computers are machines, and sometimes they have errors and viruses and bugs, and sometimes the coding's all wrong, and then sometimes it's just out of date, so it just doesn't work anymore. And then you have to throw it away, and then you have to come up with a new model. Sorry.
Absolutely, and I design these memories to ensure none of that happens to the Nexus Nines.
Let's say someone wanted to corrupt the data in the so-called computer, aka replicants. Could someone potentially make a virus for the replicants to potentially act out?
Oh, that would be incredibly difficult. The virus would essentially have to be created at inception. There's no real way for replicants to network the way machines can. They can't share data in any way any more sophisticated than you and I are right now by simply having a conversation.
Okay, well, but okay, so also they are machines. Yes, but they are biological machines. Someone may be able to create a biological virus to corrupt a flesh machine.
That would require an incredible amount of resources and money, and to what end?
Hmm.
I'm so sorry. I apologize. I don't mean to butt in or anything. Hi,
It's you too.
I'm Detective Cassius. So I think we're getting a little bit too far into the philosophical conversations, which I'm sure we're all very, very interested in. However, as mentioned, this is an investigation. not a ethics class. So apologies for getting us off on a little bit of a tangent. Need a couple of things. Standard, really nothing really to think too much about. Basically, need your rundown on two possible scenarios. Possible scenario one, the Nexus 9, specifically Leah, was abducted and is being held by hostile combatants. We would like to know what her most likely course would be at that point in time, in regard to fighting back, things of that nature. Just like what would be her way of processing? Two, she is fleeing from said hostile combatants. Where would she think is safe? Where would she want to go to? Who would she reach out to? If she was unsure of her own protection or safety. And then, of course, once we put that all together, just to make sure that we're covering all of our bases, we're going to go ahead and set up our test. We'll run it, we'll run it with you really quick just to confirm that you are Lilith and not Leah, and we'll be on our way.
Oh, you want to look at my eyeball?
Yeah, it's standard. It's standard procedure. Yeah.
So she shows you where, if she were a replicant, you would see a serial number. There is no serial number.
Okay. So we don't have to run the Voight conf.
I mean, you can if you want.
Yeah, I think we'll run the test just to be sure. Standard protocol, standard procedure. With you being the incept. So.
Do you know who I am?
Yes.
Eldon Tyrell was my uncle.
Very sorry.
Just be careful here.
I assure you, I'm not a replicant.
And
Many
I
replicants have ended up with my memories, but I am fully human.
completely believe you. Again, protocol. We are running down looking for a Nexus that just happens to be in a protection mode. Again, we believe that she might be in trouble, and in hiding. So, gonna check all the boxes.
Well, who would want to steal a replicant? Who would want to kidnap?
Quite possibly the human sympathists. The one who dislike the economic disruption that replicants present to society and civilization.
Well, I think they'd probably just kill them off.
The possibility that you're trying to, for some sort of political reason, there's all sorts of things. Wouldn't necessarily be, advantageous to just automatically kill. Again, could be holding her, or she could have escaped, and again, in hiding, unsure of who it is on her side. So again, just in that sense of desperation, we're just trying to make sure that we're covering all of our bases. So, Quinn, if you could go ahead and get the test set up, and Miss Lilith, if you could go ahead and get those reports for us, we'll make this real quick and be on our way.
Aye, aye, Captain.
To answer your question, what would Leia do if she was captured by hostiles? Well, what is the Blade Runner protocol in these situations? That is what she's been trained to do, and so that is what she would do. If she is on the run, where would she consider safe? Well, perhaps her home. Perhaps the Reptitech Unit HQ. Perhaps if there was someone she considered a friend.
So I have a couple more questions for you.
So we're going to need, those things we don't already have, so, yeah. Like, we have her home address. We've already checked that out. She's not there. So, we're just checking. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate this. And, the importance of making sure that we track down and make sure that she's safe, going into those memories, those codes and those memories that help us and themselves live the safest possible lives.
Okay. Of course, and you had questions.
I had a question for you as well. More.
Certainly.
So, what if this said replicant got into that same exact scenario that was in the memory? Wouldn't muscle memory come to fruition and she would do some of these deeds?
Oh, well, if you recall the memory, she did nothing. She was a witness.
Yes, but I also feel like replicants do have a certain amount of feelings. Am I not wrong? Do you feel like
Synthetic feelings, yes.
they may be synthetic, but they're still feelings at the end of the day? Do you really think they could overpower their mechanical side?
I suppose theoretically that's possible, but that's not the work we do here.
Yeah, well, I'm just looking at all the possibilities, man. You may be right, but
Well, look, if this is intensely personal for me, my uncle was murdered by Nexus 6.
oh, I understand. And my condolences with you, ma'am.
Thank you. So you understand why I certainly don't want to see a return to those bad old days, and that's what this work is here to prevent.
Understandable. Thank you. I believe that's everything I have.
Of course, are there any other questions you have for me?
Yeah, what room can we set up in?
I'm not doing a void conf test.
It's very interesting.
You can come back with a warrant if that's something that you really, really want.
I just assumed, since you wanted to ensure that we don't return to those dark times, that you would want to keep as much of this that you would want to keep the majority of this investigation as non-public as possible. Get a warrant. You know we can.
Yes, please, go get a warrant for Lilith Tyrell.
So, Lilith, I just thought of another question. How many models of your template were made, or would you know that answer?
I have been a template multiple times.
Yeah, but there's obviously, it's like maybe cars. Like there's a certain model that's out. Certain ones only get maybe 100 cars, stuff like that.
Oh, you're asking how many replicants based on my template are out in the
Correct.
world.
Yes. I'm sorry.
That's information the Tyrell Corporation would have, not me.
Okay.
But I was a template for a Nexus 6, and I was a template for a Nexus 9s.
Okay. Thank you. And that is information I can get from the Tyrell company themselves.
I assume if they're in a cooperative mood, of course.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
Out of character.
Yeah.
I may have just missed it in the scene. Were we given like any specific place other than her home she may consider safe that was programmed into her as opposed to developed in her own free time?
Uh, yeah, the Rep Detect Unit HQ.
Thank you. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. I know I
What?
keep saying I'm done. They just keep coming. That memory. Was that up at the colonies?
Yes.
Do you think she could have fled there? Or trying to flee there? It's familiar to her.
Well, I suppose that's within the realm of possibility, but she would. She was created to be a Blade Runner. Her work is here on Earth. As such, she would certainly not be granted a colonist visa and would have to find some way to sneak onto a colony ship. That is, I am told, extremely difficult.
But not
I have
impossible.
I have a question for you. And this is probably my last one.
Your
What is
hair
this?
is remarkable shade of blue.
Oh, thanks. Um,
And so as she's looking at you, and you can kind of tell she's memorizing your look,
oh God.
possibly to use in another synthetic memory.
Oh no. Um, would butterflies have any significance to Leah?
Butterflies. That's an interesting question.
She had a jar of anemoid butterflies in her apartment.
Ah, well, we do try to imbue replicants with the positive human qualities, such as a desire to connect with other living things, as much as an animoid could be considered that, but also a desire to surround oneself with beauty.
That makes sense. Thank you.
All right, so at this moment, uh, a girl runs giggling into the room, talking something about mother. And so Lilith will say, "Oh, mommy's working right now, Sarah. And I've posted a picture of her in the Discord."
Is she a replicant?
"Oh, this is my daughter. We don't make children replicants."
Oh, that's bad.
Well, she's very cute.
My other players should look at handout out.
I can't look at handout L right now.
In that case, I will reshare it. This is the photograph that you
Ooh.
found.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna tell her, I'm gonna be like, you do realize this picture is an exact copy of your daughter, right?
What picture?
I show her the picture.
Oh, goodness, this must have been expensive.
What? I'm fathom. Why did you put your daughter in a memory like that?
Oh, well, no, she's not my daughter.
Okay, then whose is she? You said she wasn't a replicant.
No, this is my daughter, Sarah. Sarah, go run along and play.
Okay.
The
The person in the
fictional,
memory was not her daughter. That is the point she's making.
yes, I might have drawn some inspiration when I created the memory, but the girl in Leah's memory never existed.
You're right, but I also found this picture at her apartment at home, which makes me think that this person that we have here is really important to her, synthetic or not.
Yes, she believes this to be her daughter.
Haven't you thought about, like, you may say it's not impossible,
Can I just kind of casually pat Tanner's shoulder?
Sure.
Just kind of stare at him and in silent talk say, "You should stop talking and leave."
Okay.
Just kind of.
Thank you for your time, Lilith. And you've honestly done my heart by being so cooperative. You're awesome. Just want to let you know that. You're right. You've done a very good job here, by the way.
Thank you.
And in a way, you're keeping us safe.
I tried.
And I'm gonna be like, without further ado, and if Cassius and Quinn have questions for you, and that's when I'll wait for them outside.
Thank you. I will leave as well.
Okay.
Just to be safe, I know that you say that the Nexus 9 can't do anything. But on the off chance that something has gone wrong, your daughter looks just like the memory that Leia was implanted with. Just be careful.
I appreciate the concern, but we'll be fine, thank you.
Well, here's my... I don't know, do they have numbers?
Yeah, you can give her the number for your KIA unit.
Here, take my number and call me if something suspicious happens, okay?
Certainly, thank you. You can tell that she's like humoring you by accepting.
Curses.
Hey, but she'll have it in case something bad really does happen.
Yeah, that's why she'll have it. In case something bad happens, not to make something bad happen.
So I'm actually going to talk to Cassius, and I'm going to say, how confident are you that she's human? It's really coincidental that they have that same girl with the same looking person.
All right, so give me. Hang on. Give me a.
I mean, I can answer that, I think.
Give me an insight roll.
Me or...
Yeah.
Anybody. Anyone in the scene can do this.
Can I assist?
You can make a roll.
Who's got the better insight?
I mean...
My insight is a B.
Nice.
I got a 1, because you said anyone in the scene could do it, so...
So,
Same.
So 2.
all right. So, Tanner has no idea,
Okay.
but Cassius and Quinn, you know of Lilith Tyrell. You know, she's not necessarily a celebrity, but she's sort of been in the news off and on. So Neander Wallace, the leader of the Wallace Corporation, he essentially inherited all of the replicant tech from the Tyrell Corporation after the death of Eldon Tyrell, who was murdered by a Nexus 9 that had gone bad. And so Lilith just sort of dropped out of the public eye after her uncle died. But after the repeal of Prohibition, this is what she's been doing. So she is a person, as far as anybody can tell, because there are newspaper articles about her and Nexus 6 that were based off of her. So I posted in the Discord, but in the original Blade Runner movie, They say that the replicant Rachel is based off Eldon Tyrell's niece.
Mhm.
That's Lilith.
Mhm.
So,
Oh yeah, no, I in character. Do I believe that Lilith Tyrell is a human? And yes, I think that's pretty well established. Do I believe that that person inside of that building right now is? I don't know. I don't believe in coincidences. I believe in due process and checking everything that we need to check. So, this is going to happen. You're going to go make sure that I get a warrant. However, you got to do it.
10-4.
And I'm gonna post up here, make sure that she does not leave, or if she does, we've got eyes on her. And you're gonna get Dutch down here to back me up as quick as possible, because one thing's for sure, I don't do stakeouts alone when I can help it.
Understandable.
And I'd like to have that bullet sponge in front of me if things go south.
Understandable. Yeah, I'll get right on that. I also have a
Alright.
couple leads I'm investigating as well.
Well, great, perfect. But that right there is the best that I've got right this minute. Quinn,
Uh-huh.
2 noodles.
Excuse you?
I'm posting out. I've got to make sure she doesn't leave. We just questioned her. If that is Leah, she's about to make a run with the kid. Well, I'm here. I would like some food.
Well, there's this magic word. And you should use it because I'm not your secretary.
Oh, you're my partner.
Well, you have a funny way of showing it.
By asking you to do me a favor when I need it? I would assume the same for
No,
you.
by being so rude after you've rejected all of my theories.
I'm sorry if I have rejected any of your theories. I did not mean to. I merely wish to go with that which seemed most probable.
Fine. You'll give me 5 minutes reprieve from you, I guess.
Win-win for everybody. And I'm gonna go across the street, find a nice alley, post up, and I'm watching this door.
So,
okay.
before all that, I'm going to make 2 phone calls.
All right.
3. 1 to Dutch. Yeah, 1 to HQ to get that warrant. And they're probably gonna tell me to fuck off on the warrant, but and 1 to some of my contacts regarding the Tyrell company. I'm looking for more of a person that's willing to basically I'm trying to get in contact with someone that would be willing to spill some secrets about the Tyrell Corporation.
What secrets in particular are you looking for?
Specifically the how many of her model actually got made. Whether it was thousands or anything else in terms of that. Also maybe something more about the memory as well too. And I also want to know if she actually has a child named Sarah.
All right. So, this is going to be a bunch of connections rolls for you. So, to get a warrant to administer a void conf to Lilith Tyrell,
It's going to be hard.
you're going to need to get 2 successes.
Yeah.
Push and spend your
Chinian points, I think.
Chinian. Yeah, just dump it all.
Yep. I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay.
Nope.
We're going to push.
Okay, so don't roll a 1 because that'd be bad.
The top or
Got
bottom
this.
one? Am I right?
You want the one that rolls both dice
Yeah.
now?
Gotcha. Okay. 2.
Yeah!
Oh, heck yeah.
All right. So you get on the phone to the HQ and you ask like, "Hey, I want to administer a void conf to this one person. They're resisting. Okay, who is it? It's Lilith Tyrell. Are you fucking kidding
Are you
me?"
mad?
But you manage to get on the phone with someone who owes you a favor, and you're like, "All right, but if anyone asks, I didn't actually sign this warrant. Here you go."
100%. Secret
And so
safe
it
with
will
me.
show up at your KIA unit at the end of this shift.
Okay.
All right, and so the second thing you wanted was secrets about the Tyrell Corporation, or just how many of Leia's model
Yeah.
exist.
So that, and I want to know if there's any like, I don't know if I can find this here. Well, they would have to have something about it. If she actually has a daughter, because if she doesn't have a daughter, that's a red flag.
All right, give me another connections roll, please, as you call offices.
1.
Okay. All right, one success is all you really need to dig up the birth certificate of Sarah Tyrell. So if she's a fake person, someone has gone to a lot of trouble to fabricate her birth certificate, but you do find it. And so as far as Leia's model, she was an early instance of the Nexus 9 model, intended to be a Blade Runner. So she is tasked with hunting down other replicants. And so, because this is very narrow work, there weren't a whole lot of models like her. There's maybe a dozen in LA. However, other models could have been shipped to other megacities like Chicago or New York.
So that narrows down our search. So it's either her or one other person in the city.
Yeah, but and so you also wanted to call Dutch?
Yep.
All right, that scene is yours. Dutch, your KIA is ringing.
Oh, you're calling me on the KIA? I thought you were gonna call me on the spinner thing. He's like, he's like half asleep in the car, like, looking for like, hello? Am I getting this right? Hello?
Hey, Dutch. How are you, buddy?
Yeah, great. How are you?
Hey, we have a pretty promising lead. Cassius needs your help.
Who's
Apparently, there's going to be
Cassius
some
again?
fighting. Oh, the stuck-up dude that was like smoking a
Oh,
cigarette and being
Your bow
quiet.
tie? Hate that guy. What does he want?
He wants your help. He said
Help
something
with
about
what?
a meat bag or something. I don't know.
A meat bag?
Yeah, you ask him.
Is that what passes for slurs against humans by replicants? You know he's a replicant, right?
I don't know. We all could be replicants. You never know.
No, that guy's definitely a replicant. Just watch him. Just watch him sometime.
Oh, believe me, I have.
I don't know anything about meat bags. I'm on a stakeout right now.
Okay, well, biggest reason is this is secure, correct, Rachel? Out of character?
As far as you know.
Okay. Whatever. We're trying to get a warrant on Lilith Tyrell, and Cassius wants to make sure she doesn't.
Well, it's Tyrell. That's familiar.
Yeah. She's a big hot shot. So he wants backup.
Backup for what?
In case shit goes south. He specifically
A search
asked for
warrant?
you because apparently he sees talent.
I don't know what he wants from me. I'm not an inspector. I'm not good at getting a search warrant. Unless he wants me to hold a judge out a window.
Well, I heard exactly, that's probably the point he's trying to make. And I already got the warrant. So,
Okay, so what do you need me for?
a warrant takes time. You gotta, he
Listen,
wants
pal.
you to stake it out with him.
What?
He wants you to stake it out with him until the warrant goes through.
Oh, God. That guy smells worse than I do. I don't want to be anywhere near him.
He is pretty stinky. I do agree.
If you get Holden to sign off on this, fine. Otherwise, I'm busy. On the other side of town, down Anomoid Row.
Where'd you say you were?
Anomoid Row, you know it. Down the street from what's this place? Snake Pit.
Oh.
Yeah, staking out a suspect, you know. Blade Runner stuff.
All right.
Until that's the bow tie-rific partner over there.
What's going on over there at Android Row?
Usual business. I'm just sitting in a car waiting. I got Evie checking up on a suspect. You know, push comes to shove, I'll push somebody at some point.
Okay.
Here just in case.
Okay. I guess all right.
He hangs up. Look,
Sounds good.
back to my nap.
I would call Cassis and be like, I told him he's not coming. Could I use a
Aren't you supposed to be the you're supposed to be the vet in this group? Can't you like full rank or something?
I don't think that's how that works, but okay. Can I
mean,
do
that's what
that?
the connections
God.
roll is for.
Actually, could
So-
I use a Chinian point on this to give him back up? Or a promotion point?
Not necessarily. This would more be connections, because Chinyan would be used to like buy stuff.
Well, I'm
I
thinking
mean-
like maybe buy some bodyguards for him or something like that. Speaky's bodyguards, you know. I feel like you could still use that as current. Like, you can hire hitman, you can hire a squad of
I
bodyguards.
mean, sure, you could do that. Give me another connections roll.
The Yakuza's gonna be pissed at me. Okay, sure. One success.
Okay, yeah, mark off a Chinyan point off your sheet. And yeah, you send a couple Yakuza foot soldiers to Cassius?
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm gonna call him saying, hey, I wasn't able to get Dutch, but I did get you some backup.
Okay.
Perfect. You know what? I appreciate that, and I appreciate you. Don't appreciate Dutch right now, so
I'm sure Dutch
Sure.
will I'm sure Dutch will get his comeuppance from you.
I don't hold grudges.
Anyways, continue.
Okay. All right, so we will now shift to what Evie is up to in Anomoid Row. Well, so is there anything else that anyone would like to do before we do the shift?
Quinn brings enough noodles for everyone in our crew, just
Okay.
in case.
Noodles out the spinner. My hovercraft is full of noodles.
So I
That
think
needs to be a shirt.
so there was another lead in terms of the butterfly shop that I wanted to go to. I didn't know if I had to do that for a shift. or not.
Well, so that's what Evie is doing right now,
Okay.
while you essentially are doing your shift in the memory lab.
Got ya. 10-4. Never mind.
Okay, so Evie. Anomoid Row is very close and not close, but like more like claustrophobic. And so is there anything in particular that you're looking for?
I'm keeping my eyes peeled for Styles because I believe Dutch tracked into this area as well. So I'm keeping my eyes peeled for him. How much details did Tanner give me about where these butterflies were purchased? So I'll be keeping my eye out for that particular place.
Okay.
And also, of course, anyone else that looks familiar, I'll keep my eyes peeled for.
All right. And so are you doing this in a stealthy manner?
No,
Or
uh, there's nothing stealthy about this. Um, it's just not. No, she is very. In fact, she's trying to be visible right now. Given the events with the earlier shift, she wants to be seen by certain people.
Okay. All right. So, you do eventually on Anemoid Row, find there's a little shop with a small sign out next to it, marked with butterflies. And looking into the shop window, there are more butterflies in jars here.
Hey, I'll look around real quick and then I'll go inside.
Okay. Give me, what would this be? Observation, please. And you will need 2 successes.
All right, I'm not totally shit at this. I am totally shit at it right now. I'll be pushing this roll.
Okay.
We'll be rolling both of those. Well, please be kind.
Oh
Nope.
God.
All right.
Same result. Dang.
Literally the same roll.
Yeah. Bro.
On both dice, I want to add, not just I rolled the same numbers.
Drea gave
Same
you
numbers, same
benevolence.
dice.
Dre gave you benevolence.
Ooh, can I do that again?
You can re-roll one of those dice.
All right.
So you will, because you need 2 successes, you want one that's at least a D10 or higher.
All right, I do have a D10 in that roll, so I'll just roll a D10. Nope, still no.
Damn it.
Nope.
I don't know this shit.
Okay. Whatever is there to see, you do not see.
Excellent.
But you are standing here in front of a shop, clearly selling anemoid butterflies.
Okay, I will go in and look for the proprietor.
All right.
And if there's
So-
any customers as well, or if it's just me.
Okay. You do not see any customers.
Interesting. Okay, I'll just go to the proprietor.
Okay. So you see this man. So he looks like an older black gentleman, probably maybe about in his 70s. And you can tell that he is blind. And so he has synthetic eyes for whatever good they do him. And so you walk in, the door makes a noise. So he looks up like, oh, customer, hello.
Hi. I'm not sure if I'll be purchasing anything. I just have a few questions for you, if you don't mind.
Certainly.
I'll pull out my badge and place it audibly in front of him so he can get a look at, the best look he can.
All right, so yeah, he'll trace his fingers over it, like, oh, how can I be of service?
I'm not I'm not here to stir up any trouble for you. But I'm looking for a Nexus 9 Blade Runner who's gone missing, and we have reason to believe she was here to buy some butterflies from this particular shop. I was just curious if you might remember her. Obviously, I don't think her description is going to do me much good here. Here's a weird question. Do we have any audio of her voice?
You could certainly, find some.
Okay, I will play just a quick clip for him if, the voice sounds familiar.
All right, give me an insight roll.
Okay, let's go. Okay, wow.
You are
Today
just
is-
rolling like crap today.
I'm gonna push the D12 only. Okay, it's just not. It's
Hey.
not. It is. It is.
Can she use like a Chinian point or promotion point?
No.
No. Damn it. I
No,
tried.
it's Evie's getting her comeuppance for her shenanigans.
Yeah.
All right, so you play the clip and he shakes his head. I get so many customers in here.
Okay. Trying to think what else I could ask. I'll describe the butterflies and be like, how much would those run someone?
He quotes you a price that is equivalent to about 1 or 2 Chinian points.
So not cheap.
Yeah, not cheap.
Okay. Interesting. How long have you been here?
Oh, years and years and years.
Interesting. Not to be a pain, but would you mind pulling down your eyelid for me real quick?
So he does so, but if he was a replicant, these are not replicant standard eyes.
Fair. I'm just covering my bases.
Yeah.
My lawyer's giving me bad advice in chat. I'm not going to listen to it. All right. I'll thank you so much for taking the time. I'm sorry to waste yours.
I'm always happy to help.
Oh, here's my card in case you remember anything, or she comes back in perhaps. Just please give me a call.
Okay. And so you see him sort of run his fingers over the raised lettering and puts it carefully in a jacket pocket.
Okay, I will step back out of the Animated Row then. And give Dutch a call quick.
Hello?
Hey, that ends so far.
Oh.
He doesn't.
Well, I'm gonna... What'd you find out? Or what didn't you find out, rather?
Well, those butterflies are fucking expensive.
Could have told you that.
He's blind, the proprietor, so that's
convenient.
Yeah, I checked his eye. He's not a replicant. Well, or if he is, he's using bad eyes and doesn't have a serial number. So, not going to waste time with the test. Yeah, I'm gonna walk around here for a bit, see if I can get eyes on Styles or anything else. But we'll probably be headed out here shortly.
I'm watching Styles' front door as we speak, just waiting to see if he makes a move. I try to shadow him back to his place out here. He hasn't.
Okay.
I haven't seen anything yet. Got a call from Tanner. He said that what's his face wanted me to, I don't know, help him but get a search warrant or something like that. It looks like they're going after Lilith Tyrell. Name rings a bell, but I can't think of who it is.
I assume I know who that is.
Yeah, you can both make me insight rolls.
Okay.
Failed this like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm good. Oh, 69, baby. Let's go.
Yep, failed it horribly.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, so Evie, you know exactly who Lilith Tyrell is.
Is the suit's investigating Lilith Tyrell? That's what's happening right now?
Is she a model or something? Her name rings a bell, but I can't put my finger on it.
She's the niece of the head of the Tyrell Corporation.
Eldon Tyrell? Wait, he has kids?
That's his niece, yeah. She's kind of a big deal.
Still trying to get over the fact that anyone
Hey, you know what? I was worried about
have children.
I was worried about the gun incident, but I think we're gonna be okay. If he's trying to investigate her, I think I'm gonna be the least of the problems today.
If he wants to pick a fight with the top of the food chain, that's on him.
Yep.
I'm worried about actual suspects right now.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna do a little walk, see if I see anybody, and then I might just be overt and go to Styles' door and see what we can turn up.
Sure, keep your key on so I can listen in.
Yep. Done. She'll do so.
All right. So Evie, You just sort of saunter down Anemoid Row, uh, keeping your eyes open. And as you turn down into a very narrow alley, you hear someone from behind you say, "Hey."
She'll freeze and kind of just do a little over the shoulder to see who it is.
It is Styles.
Excellent. She'll fully
So
turn
he's
around.
got a big baggy coat on and is wearing a kind of like a fedora type hat, something with a big wide brim.
So it's a ridiculous disguise, but he's clearly trying to disguise himself. Got it. Okay. Styles. I think was man I was looking for.
Hey, I heard what you did to the protesters. He kind of spits that word out.
Yeah, just doing my job.
Well, you don't have to, do you?
They were obstructing a crime scene, wouldn't you say? She has this smirk that she's not being serious.
No, this isn't about them. It's about Leah.
Okay,
Just leave her alone, okay? She's been through enough.
I can't do that, and you know that.
I think you can. I
I'm
think you
already, I'm
can.
already, I'm already up Shit's Creek for doing what I did earlier, and I had a little dealing with the Kill magazine editor, I think you're quite familiar with, aren't you, Styles?
Yeah, sure. Focus on that. That's fine. Just, let
Hmm,
Leah go.
Styles, I want to help you, and I want to help her. But
I know you
this
want to
is
help. That's why I'm talking to you.
okay. I Let me talk to her. Do you want to search me? I don't even have my gun on me.
I'm not going to search you. It's fine. No, I know you're trying to do good. I'm telling you, the best good that you can do right now is tell your captain something, that she's dead, that she's killed herself. Doesn't matter.
Styles, I'm the rookie, and I'm not the only one looking into her.
Okay.
This isn't gonna
Just
go away. There's gonna be runners that are just gonna keep coming, and more skilled ones than me, and less empathetic ones. I know you're trying to protect her, but you're actually putting her in more danger by not trusting me and letting me help you my way.
it's fine. Everything's fine. Okay. Just wanted to ask. A pleasant evening, officer.
You too,
And
Styles.
unless you try and stop him, he will walk away.
I'm going to shadow the shit out of him.
Okay. Give me a stealth roll.
Oh boy, this is gonna
You
go bad.
you will need 2 successes because he is on alert.
Okay. Um,
Hopefully Dutch is
Dutch. So
behind you.
Dutch, I would say Dutch. Can Dutch help me by because he doesn't have eyes on him yet, but he's heard this whole conversation. So if I hang back even more and let Dutch guide me, can Dutch help me in this role? Because I will need it.
I will give you both stealth rolls.
Okay.
Do I get advantage because I'm in a car?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
There you go.
All right. Here we go.
Got 1. Push.
Oops, I rolled twice. um, I will need to push for sure. I'm gonna do the first roll because that's the real one. Okay, I got
Damn.
1.
Nice.
Ah,
Forward.
yeah. I only got 1.
All right. So, what happens is after a couple blocks, Styles turns into a shop. Do you follow him in?
Oh, there's no way I can stealth in a shop. It's literally fucking impossible for me. Um, Fuck.
I mean, so even the stores here, everything is still cluttered and claustrophobic. So, there's definitely shelves and racks you could hide behind.
All right. God damn it, I don't want to blow this though. What's the shop? Out of curiosity.
Oh, well, let's say it's Anemoid Row.
Okay.
So, they are selling Anemoid goats and sheep and like other livestock.
You did good, kid. Hang back. Let me handle this.
Yeah, sounds good. So
Put
she
the spinner
will.
down nearby. Go ahead and radio them back. Let them know where we're at.
All right.
You backing?
You like Dutch, you look on the seat next to you and see your gun sitting there.
Oh, he was sleeping the whole time.
Yeah.
Okay. He'll head on in. Sneak up through the back or something, and just keep an eye out for Style. See if he tries to get out the back
Okay.
door or something.
Observation, please.
Sure.
Oh, Jesus.
Push it to the limit here.
Oh no.
What did I roll? I rolled a D8 and D8. Come on, roll both of them. Yeah, I got one.
All right. So you walk into the shop. You look around and you don't see anything immediately. But you hear the sound of a side door closing.
I double back and then go around the building, see if I can find like an employee side door, or somebody goes outside to smoke or something like that, and see if he's trying to get around that way.
Yeah. So, what you see is Styles walking down the alleyway. And you also see him speaking to two other people.
Snap. Just discreetly take a couple of snapshots of them talking together, see if so that way I can send it to the crime and they can like enhance it and figure out who they are. But I'm just trying to lay low and listen in.
Okay. Are you going to get close enough to actually listen?
Yeah. Do I have anything? Can the Kia pick up audio from where I'm at right now, or is it like a little far out of its range?
Yeah, it's not like a shotgun mic. You need to be like essentially in conversational distance to be able to record.
All right. I know these alleys like the back of my hand, so I'll slink through and see if I can get into a good position where I could just slip up against the wall and it's like, don't notice me. I just here, you know.
Okay. But we're gonna carry forward the stealth rolls from before.
Cool.
And so Evie, what are you up to?
Evie's went back to the spinner to retrieve her firearm at least, because like this has not gone to plan for her tonight. So she still wants to be armed in case it goes completely fucking south.
Okay.
But yeah, she's gonna wait by the spinner and just keep eyes on the kind of the main way out, and any other streets she can keep an eye on from the spinner that's been parked.
All right. So are you keeping an eye on Dutch?
Yeah. Oh, yes, that's probably good. I will. Yes. if I can't do that from the car, I'll get out and be back up.
Okay, and we will also carry forward your stealth roll.
Wonderful.
So, Dutch, as you get within speaking distance, you make one very important realization. You have been lured here.
Great. I'm losing my edge. Okay.
So it
Get
is
my knuckle dusters out.
Styles. So it is Styles and two other replicants or people that you don't recognize.
I see this. Do I
Yes.
clock? Do I clock what's happening as well?
Yes.
Okay, I will blow stealth completely then to try and de-escalate before it goes bad.
Okay. So Dutch, you make this realization that you have been lured here, and you hear the click, 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 click of Evie's shoes as she comes to provide you backup. And
Uh-oh.
Styles turns to you and says, "Last chance. Back off."
It doesn't need to go down like this,
Last chance,
Styles.
huh? You're right. This is your last chance. He pulls out the blaster and points at all three of them.
Okay. All
Dutch,
right.
no, please.
Well,
You're gonna threaten me up against the wall.
okay. Cool. So in that
Evie-
case,
Yeah, Evie's gonna pull her gun too.
this is when I will say roll for initiative. And so initiative is done through card draws. So if you go to the macros, you should see an initiative deck.
Macros. I do.
Yes.
Do I just click it?
Yes, please.
Don't know if it's blue.
So
Oh,
type,
it's hashtag name. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see. I get. Learning things. Hashtag initiative. Did I spell it wrong?
I'm clicking. I'm gonna draw one card. I got.
Okay, I've got the quick bar now, I think. Need that. Where'd she go? Okay, so when I enable the quick bar, nothing's showing.
Odd. Well,
Very.
because we are at that time, we are going to have a very quick 10-minute break while we try and figure out how Roll20 works. And we will return in about 10 minutes to see what happens with this alley confrontation. So,
Agreed.
see you guys in 10. turn with Dutch and Evie confronting Styles and two other replicants in an alley. We have drawn initiative, and so they have drawn a 5.
Oh, thank fuck.
However, as a note, Betty paid for a malevolence
No.
earlier, which I am going to use to allow myself to break the rules a little bit, and allow your attackers to push the roll as necessary. So now is when we get to kick the tires of the Free League combat system. Steve, what are you doing?
You don't get to use that maleficent.
Malevolence.
You don't get to use the bad shit on me. So I'm happy. So I'm doing the happy dance.
Fair.
I tried to deflect it from me, but it doesn't work.
No.
I mean, just wait until they pay for another one. Someone else pays for another malevolence.
That couldn't possibly happen.
No.
No one named Betty's Dungeon Adventures would ever pay for another malevolence.
Never.
Never.
Hey, my lawyer gave me benevolence. Thank you. I assume it. I assume that's for me, legal counsel.
All right, so
I will walk.
benevolence will give you advantage on whatever die roll you want to make. So let's kick the tires of the combat system, of Free League's combat system. So we will go in. So initiative is based on a card draw. We've all drawn our cards. We finally figured out how that worked during the break. So, did either of you draw lower than a 5?
I did. I drew a 3.
Okay, so Dutch, at this point, you can either go, or what you could do is forcibly swap initiative cards with either the PCs, or with either the NPCs, or with Evie.
I don't know what the NPCs have, and it's kind of hard to beat a 3
5.
unless you roll a 1 or... Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
5.
So I'll swap with Evie if she wants to go first. Because I think in order, initiative order goes from 1 to 10.
Yes.
So I will go on.
I'll let her go first.
Great.
All right, and so you will go on 8.
Okay.
All right.
Here it is.
Evie, what would you like to do?
All right. So she's pulled out her gun, but has it lowered. She's not pointing at anyone yet. Styles, you told me this was my last chance. It's really yours. All I want is a We're not after Leah. We're just investigating. Okay. I just want a conversation. I'll come unarmed and alone. No backup. Just a quick conversation is all I want with her. This is, like, please. Like, she's going to put on every skill she's learned in her trade. Every lie she's told the customer, like, no, you don't need to leave your partner for me. Or the sweet conversation she's had with, the creepy dad who's tried to get their virgin son laid. Just, like, full doe eyes, full, like, please.
Okay. So, you will need to roll manipulation. And here's what you will need to roll. You will need to roll 2 successes
Okay.
to convince them to not give you the beatdown that they are clearly planning on giving you.
Fair enough.
You will need to roll 3 successes to allow them to be given a chance to speak with Leah.
Okay. This is a manipulation roll, I assume, since there were definitely lies in that mix.
Absolutely manipulation.
Great.
Is it possible to assist if only just by being you want to go with her route because you don't want to go my route, right? Is there a way that I can assist her with that? I've already drawn my gun and been
on your initiative, sure.
Okay, I've got 2. I have a question. If I re-roll and I lose a success from the re-roll, yes, I assume so. The answer is yes. So I need to roll max on one of my die.
Oh, that's so close.
So you do have advantage.
Oh, okay. I will roll.
Well, so if you choose to use it, because Big Dad gave you advantage.
Okay,
So
How do I roll with? Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, so you roll the lower of your base die.
Okay, so I'm just gonna. I'm not ruining that roll. I'm just gonna roll another d10 and see what I get.
Yes.
Excellent.
Jesus. Damn.
All right.
Okay.
So I can push one of these dice still, I assume.
All right. You can push, but if you fail to push, they turn even more hostile than they already are.
These dice gods, please, please. I'm pushing. Yeah,
Okay.
consequences be damned.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh no!
Spoiler alert, it didn't go
Times my
well.
knuckles.
You did.
Probably.
All right. So, Styles says you should run.
3 Replicants versus 2 Blade Runners? I think you're the ones who are outnumbered.
All right. So, one of them is going to attack Dutch, and one of them is going to attack Evie, and they will be using hand to hand. So,
Quick question.
yes.
If Evie is to my back and they're in front of me, if they're moving through me, like, could I get technically a free attack on the one that's running past me? Correct?
Sure.
Page 66, I believe. Yes, free action.
Okay.
Thank God someone read the combat rules. Because it
I've
wasn't me.
read the combat rules, but like I am not
58.
going to grok
I
it
meant
until we
the player.
actually-
Yeah, I meant
Yeah.
the player. That was not shade. I was saying I didn't read them because I was like, oh, I'll never need to combat anything.
Nope, we need combat.
Okay. Yeah, so. Alright, so. The first one, this is going to be an opposed roll. Okay. Opposed hand to hand. Let's
Okay.
go with Dutch first.
I got 3.
It's just like I'm just gonna ninja all 3 of them right here, right now.
You're
Alright.
telegraphing. Stop it. Ha.
Cool. So, alright, how much damage does your weapon do?
I'm using. Well, if it's just hand to hand, or are you talking about my blaster?
Which weapon, whatever weapon you're using.
Well, I have my brass knuckles on, and I have the blaster drawn with my other hand. So I'm just like blocking and stuff. And if I get a counterattack, I'll use my brass knuckles just to like clock them in the face, get them away from me.
Alright,
Pistol weapon. And that does 2 damage.
okay. Alright, so you clock him in the face. The other one will go for Evie.
I kick him
Okay.
as he walks by. Just
so-
pop him.
Alright, so we'll resolve that first.
Sure.
Oh, thank God.
Push that.
Oh.
Okay.
Jesus
Yeah, 3.
Christ, Eric.
He's like, I'm a one-man
Jesus
wrecking
Christ.
team.
Push it to the limit.
Dutch is going full Jet Li on these guys.
Alright. But now we resolve the one between Evie and the replicant.
Yeah, this is gonna go real bad. Oh boy. Yeah, we're gonna. I gotta push it.
Push
God,
it.
oh,
Push it.
So
I can
only
only push the
attackers
D.
can push.
Oh, I see. Well, then I will just ignore that.
So, you take 2 health damage
Mm.
as one of them just socks you like right in the solar plexus, and you've got that moment of like I can't breathe.
Good, not in the face. That's my moneymaker.
Okay. It is your turn, Dutch.
All right, they're attacking me, and the other one. I've got 2 on me, right?
So Styles is holding back for now.
Oh. Okay.
So you each only have 1 on you.
Okay. How beat up are the 2 that I socked?
They're replicants. They can take a lot of punishment. You've
Okay.
knocked them a little bit around, but they're still coming at you.
They don't seem to be intimidated by my pistol, so I guess I'll have them eat one. I'm gonna try for a grapple with the one that's in front of me right now. And just basically,
Okay.
like, like as he's throwing punches at me or whatever, I catch it and then I, like pull him and then pull him in close and grab him. So I have my gun hand free.
Okay. All right, so let's roll that hand to hand.
Matched him.
Okay. Well, I'm going to use my malevolent push.
Oh no.
2, shit. I'm gonna use the benevolence myself. I believe I still have one from Betty, so I'm gonna go ahead and push mine.
Okay.
Let's see, which one did I need to roll? The D10. Okay. How do I roll just the 1? Oh, I can't roll 1.
Because you have to roll a d10 separate because it's a
I
1.
screwed up.
I assume
yeah.
I assume benevolence breaks the rules there.
Benevolence gives you advantage, so you can roll 1 more of your base die.
Nope, screwed up.
Okay.
I
Oh
was
no,
rolling the
that's
D6 and not the D12. Sorry,
Okay.
the D10.
All right. So you go for the grapple, and the replicant just manages to wiggle out of your grasp. And because you rolled a 1 on a push roll, manages to get in a lucky hit, doing a point of damage to you.
Huh. Is that all you got?
All right. So that concludes round 1. And so we flip around. Evie, it's your go.
God, all right. Well, she cannot do fisticuffs. Not great at shooting either, but the base stat's better. So he's a replicant, so she's gonna disengage the safety and try to do a non-lethal shot, like gut shot on this
Warning
replicant.
shot. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the warning. The gut is the warning. All right.
You can go call shot if you want. Shoot him in the leg.
Okay. What's the disadvantage to a called shot? Because I assume there is one.
You don't do any damage. Instead, you just incur a condition. So, like, they drop a weapon, or they fall to the ground, or they're pushed back, for example, or you pin them down if you're grappling or whatever.
All right, I'll do a called shot to the shoulder to push him away from me.
All right. Oh, fuck.
Wow.
Whoops.
I'm gonna go. I am the aggressor here, so I will go ahead and push this.
Okay.
There we
There you
go.
go.
Okay.
You should have zigged when he should have zagged.
By the way, Dutch will recognize in Evie's face immediately. She's never shot someone before.
Oh,
All
boy.
right.
What a pairing
so
we make.
what happens next is the replicant that you shoot in the shoulder will stagger back and fall into a pile of garbage. They are now prone, so they're going to have to spend the next part of their turn, or the whole of their turn, getting up, so they will not be attacking you. However, Dutch still has someone all up in his bullshit.
Yeah, she's sitting there with her hands shaking like a newbie.
Oh, shit. Okay, roll me hand to hand, Dutch.
Fuck. I don't think I can beat 3 this time. Alright. Nope.
Hey,
I can't push that, right? It's only if it's on my turn.
only if you're the attacker.
Holy shit! This guy's gonna push my shit in. Whoopsies.
He does 2 health points of damage to you.
I'm about to suppressing
Okay.
fire this situation. Suppressing fire.
Okay. Dutch, it's your turn.
He spits out a little bit of blood and like a broken tooth or whatever. It's like, that's better. My turn. I give him a warning shot now.
Okay. Are you doing the same thing Evie did? Or are you actually trying to do damage?
I'm actually trying to do damage.
Okay.
They already had their warning shot, so I'm just gonna
Okay.
shoot him in the leg or something. I got a 2. Got 2
All right.
successes.
That is a
Point blank.
tie. So
Oh, shit.
ties do no damage.
So I fired and he jumped or something. He moved out of the way.
Yeah, essentially. Okay. So, wrapping around, Evie.
I'm gonna point it right at Styles. My gun right at Styles. Call them
Okay.
off call them off now.
So, Styles, you see, has been backing away. And so he's now at long distance. Looks like he's like, you know what, I'm not gonna be here.
Okay. Does I you know what? Fuck words. I'm gonna shoot him in his leg so he can't run.
You're
Oh,
gonna shoot Styles?
In his leg, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm not doing damage, I am attempting to immobilize him. Yeah, fully pushing that. Oh god, it's a 2. Yeah, nothing.
wow.
Mm,
Wow.
Okay. So, Evie, you try to fire at Styles, and you miss. And your hands are shaking so bad because this is the first time you've ever shot another human being. So, go ahead and take a hit to your resolve, please.
Okay, that'll be the second hit for me.
I think it's time for a good night's sleep after this. I'm just saying.
I have to go to the
Alright.
hospital for my downtime.
So, Evie, the one that you shot, has now got up, and they are
Okay.
coming at you again. So,
Fuck my god damn it, the 69 returns.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, nope.
alright, you take another 2 points of damage.
Ouch.
What are you at right now?
4 of 5.
Whoops.
This has gone poorly.
Alright, Dutch. The one on
Wow,
you is
okay.
attacking.
Ugh. Oh. Oh, can't. All right, yeah. Also, I want to try to switch initiative again when it comes back around.
Okay.
I see a big fat 0 there for a replicant friend.
Yep.
Do I roll? And is this like attrition damage?
This
Like
is
I roll
opposed
mine?
hand-to-hand. Opposed hand-to-hand. And so whoever wins, or if they
Does
win,
damage
they
to the
do
other?
damage. Yeah.
Ah, okay. Got it.
There you go. Nice. I like it.
Okay.
So
What is your
this-
hand?
Yes, I was just about to say my hand-to-hand damage with brass knuckles is 2. So
Okay.
it's 2 in addition to whatever I get. Which does that add to the successes?
No, it's essentially whoever wins inflicts damage.
Okay, got it. All right. Normally
Okay.
it's 1, and with this I get 2. Okay. How's he
and
looking
it
now?
Looking kind of banged up. So like you've drawn blood, and like some of it is dripping down into one of his eyes,
Do we-
making it harder for him to see.
Do we have sufficient gear with us that could restrain a replicant? Like, you know,
Oh yeah, as Blade
robot
Runners,
cuffs or something?
yeah, as Blade Runners,
Zip
you've
ties?
got replicant grade handcuffs back in your spinner. Or on you, if you want it to
okay.
be on you.
I'll be honest. I don't think Evie's got handcuffs. I really don't think so.
I mean, I just want to
Okay.
grab this guy and zip him up and then move on to the next one if possible. Chase after Styles or whatever.
Sure. Let's do another opposed hand-to-hand.
Okay.
What is with you guys and tying? It's almost
wanna
like you guys are being.
push?
Yeah. What did I roll? A 2 with the 12. Okay, so I'll roll the 12. Because I rolled well enough with the 10, I think. Yep, that's 2. Yes.
Okay. All right. So, are you going for the one who's banged up?
Yeah, the one I've been punching back and forth in the
Okay.
alleyway. I just kind of like slam him into the wall and then like restrain him, and then move to hands and feet, whatever, and then move on to the next one.
All right. Cool. Yeah. You've got him in cuffs. And so now we wrap around. Evie, what would you like to do?
I'll be switching initiative with Dutch.
Okay.
Gun,
Dutch, you
right,
get
I
to go
point the-
again.
I point the gun right at the one that is advancing towards Evie. Oh! I'm not gonna warn you again. I'm just gonna blow your brains out. Hands up, on your knees.
All right. Give me a manipulation check, please.
Manipulation. Second. Oh, I'm so
Jesus.
good at this. Try one more time. And I've been pushing it.
The
I'm not
doubles.
getting
Those doubles.
If only
doubles.
doubles meant something in this system.
Yep.
So-
All right.
I'm
He
just spitting out
doesn't
blood. Okay, fair enough. I shoot him.
All right. Go ahead and give me that firearms check.
Sure. Oh, fuck. Fuck my life. Yeah,
Jesus.
no, that's not good. I will push that shit, though. If I'm
Okay.
shooting this guy in the back, I should be able to land something on him. Ah, come on. Yeah, I got one. Not good enough, though.
No. Oh, and you rolled a 1. So,
This thing
Uh,
loaded? God damn it.
yeah, so you're watching Evie, like, just get her shit pushed in. And you can tell that, like, this is a really difficult, almost hopeless situation. And so, take a point of damage to your resolve, please.
Yeah. Screwed up.
Okay. So it's now the replicant's turn. They are still going after Evie, trying to knock you out. So, hand to hand, please.
Hmm.
Ugh. Okay, come on.
Come on, give it a 1.
You gotta be me. Yep, that is a 1 and a 2. That is what happened right there.
Yeah, it's
Not gonna push it to the
Okay.
limit.
I can't. I'm on the defense.
Oh, you are.
yeah.
Do you have
Yikes.
any benevolences left?
I don't. Let's see. I used the Big Dad one. I used the Drea one. I don't know if there was any others.
Didn't your lawyer give you one?
Did I use my lawyer one? I was planning on saving it for getting chewed out. I don't know if I spent it. I truly don't. Does anyone else remember?
Getting chewed
Well-
out seems a lot less worse than getting trashed right now.
Yeah. All
Doesn't
right.
matter.
Well,
We got a benevolence.
I used it immediately. Okay.
Yeah.
We got one.
Oh, Mel, thank you, Mel. Mwah. All right, I will. Yeah, fully. I roll my base dice again.
You roll one of your base dice again.
Okay, so. Oh please, just match. I'll beat it. I'll beat them actually.
Yeah.
Oh!
With a max,
Yes.
a max D8.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Nice.
fucking much, Mel.
Okay, so they go after you. You just managed to, essentially with a dancer's grace that they were not expecting you to have, duck out of range of their blow. And I believe it's your turn.
It is. I did switch to 8. I'm going to shoot this guy. I think Evie's in full panic, full survival, first survival mode, just trying to end
Okay.
this dude.
Oh shit.
You are not having a good day.
I am. I'm gonna. Fuck. It's a D6 too. Oh, gross. It's not. It's not worth. It's not worth pushing. I'll just miss. I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Dutch can finish him off.
Yeah, Dutch, it is your turn.
Running tackle. Straight up.
Okay.
I don't care if I'm having to run across traffic or whatever. I'm just gonna running tackle this guy like into a wall or something. Just get him,
Alright.
just knock him the fuck out.
That's his hand to hand.
Alright. Shit. Matched it. Does that do? Matches don't do anything. I'm gonna push that D10. Come on, man.
Okay.
We can do this. We can do this.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Good
shit.
roll. Nice.
All right. So you running tackle this replicant. You've got him in a grapple. What would you like to do?
Get him in like a full half Nelson or something like that, and just so that Evie could just slap the cuffs on him, we could restrain him.
Okay.
Suplex.
All right. So, we are now out of combat.
Okay. Oh, thank fuck.
So
Terrible.
don't mind me playing DJ again. So you are now out of rounds. What you have are two handcuffed, kind of banged up replicants. Giles has taken advantage of the chaos to run away. He is no longer here. What would you like to do next?
I think Evie leans against an alley and coughs up some blood because she's gotten the shit kicked out of her.
I'm radioing this in to the rest of the group as to what happened. In between, spitting teeth out or whatever.
All right, so the other three of you get a call on your KIA unit from Dutch. So play that out as you wish.
Oh, I think we also probably put an APB on Styles.
Styles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yo.
We got a runner. Ran into some problem. Two replicants jumped us in the alleyway while we were shadowing a suspect. His name is Styles. Worked at the snake pit. Anyway, he fled down on Anamoid Row. He's off in the wild. We need to track him down. Evie and I got injured. I'm gonna take it to the med tech station, see if I can get it patched up a little bit, and then I'm clocking out for the rest of the night. Fuck this nonsense.
Oh, it sounded like you had an interesting encounter.
Yeah, I guess I still have the edge a little bit. But these new replicants kicked the crap out of us.
Wow. Question the replicants if you can.
Yeah, I'll remember to do that while I'm driving them to the station.
Sounds good.
I'm sending you Styles' details now. I give him like the address and what he looks like, the whole 9 yards.
Okay. So, at this point, your third shift of investigation has wrapped up. So, it is now late at night. You have two options. You can continue working. You can continue investigating. This will incur stress because
That's true.
you need time to rest and relax. So, if you want, you can take a downtime action in which you go home, you go to a bar, you spend time with loved ones, etc., etc.
I'm gonna propose to Evie that we call in the
So
rep detect-
soon?
Oh, I know. I'm going to propose that we call the rep detect unit to come down here and impound these two jackasses and wheel them away, while me and Evie go to get patched up and have a drink.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think Evie's shaking and chain smoking. He's like, "Yep, sounds good."
All right.
You did good back there, kid.
If you say so.
First time firing a blaster.
First time shooting the gun at someone.
Don't worry, you'll get used to it.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I've stuck a few people back in my old job, but not.
Are you going back?
It's nope. No.
Not something you want to get used to, but in this line of work, you're gonna have to get used to it. Once you pull the trigger, that's it. There's no going back.
Why didn't he fucking listen to me? Stubborn, stupid fucking.
They're replicants. All right. Anyway, let's
Are you going to your
wait for
parents' house
backup
yet?
to arrive, and then let's go
Oh,
get a
you got-
drink.
You got a full thing over there.
All right. How about the other three of you?
Oh, thank you.
I think Quinn is probably yawning and just like rubbing their eyes. This is the most action they've seen ever. So can I go home now? Cassius, Tanner, can I go home?
So
Can I go
for
home?
Cassius, you can call in to HQ to be like, I want more people staking this out while I go fuck off and take some downtime. That's not a problem.
No.
Okay, you're gonna continue working through this shift.
Jesus Christ.
So I'm gonna do the same thing.
You're such a machine.
Replicant confirmed.
I'm actually gonna do the same thing as Cassius.
All right, you're both gonna continue working.
I assume for Tanner, it's
Alright.
cocaine that it lets him work.
I mean, it's LA.
Wait, you two are staying here?
I'm not.
All right, what are you doing, Tanner?
I'm going after Styles.
Okay.
What?
All right. Excellent. So,
Uh,
how are you going after Styles?
So I'm going to use my connections,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to basically pinpoint where his location is. I would also, if I could, sounds armed and dangerous. So I'd like to bring backup with me if I could.
All right, so go ahead and give me the first connections roll, please.
Connections roll. Okay. Three.
Okay. You turn up nothing. You have Styles' address. He is not there. And when you go check, you send people there, nothing happens. You get back, he's gone. So, what you do presume, and I will give this to you, is there must be a safe house somewhere. And that is probably where he is.
Okay. I would definitely want see if I can find I would know where all the safe houses were, both criminally and because the Yakuza. I could probably get that from the Yakuza, and if I can't get it there, it's probably from I could probably get it from the NYPD. Could I use my connections on that?
How plugged are you into the replicant underground?
I would say fairly well. I was as much as the Yakuza is. I'm pretty much a member, as you could tell.
So, the Yakuza don't know.
Okay.
It is a secret safe house. You can find it, but it'll take a little more detective work.
Okay, so I do.
Go into his apartment. Search the
You are
place.
muted, sir.
So I do know where the area is at, correct?
So you know where Styles lives. You have his address.
Okay, got you. Okay. So yeah, I would definitely go to his apartment, see what I can find there. Because right now I'm just looking for the location. I'm still iffy about going after him right this second, but I also know this is really finicky. Right now he knows he's a wanted guy. He could go, he could leave for all we know. So that's why I'm being a little hasty about it.
Okay. Cool. We will get to that after we resolve everybody else's stuff.
Oh, go ahead. Do what you gotta do.
All right. So Quinn, what's your downtime? Or are you going to continue working?
Oh no, definitely not. Quinn is done. Normally they're in a lab or, the office. This is the first field day and they are, yes, done. So,
All right.
Yeah.
What does Quinn do?
oh
Relax.
dear. I just remembered who Quinn goes home to. Oh God. Quinn probably relaxes with a cup of tea and probably some steamed dumplings and just curls up on a big luxurious very fluffy couch.
Okay. So you're at the dumpling stand, picking up your takeout order. When someone approaches you, it's a woman, has got really like waffle orange hair, and is wearing essentially mostly plastic. So almost like wrapping paper on a human body. All the important bits are covered, but the plastic somehow, like the clear jacket, is still suggestive. And so she walks up to you and like, I like your hair.
Oh, thanks. I like your plastic.
So she like takes a strand of your hair and starts like twirling it in her fingers. Like, so you do this yourself or do you get it done?
I do it myself. I'm sorry. Have we met before?
No, but I'd like to.
Oh, I actually have someone waiting on me
Oh yeah?
at home. Mm-hmm. Yep.
You don't have to go home, do you?
Oh, I do. I've had a very long day, and I need my quiet time.
Oh, wow. I'm so sorry to hear that. What do you do for a living?
I work with computers.
Yeah? I bet that's interesting.
Yes. What do you do for a living?
Just a doxy. I'm off duty, though. You don't have to worry about me.
Out of character, what's a doxy?
Essentially a sex worker.
Oh, okay. Oh, is that fun?
It is from time to time. I'm more interested in your work. Most people don't have your look.
I'm not most people.
Well, that's obvious.
What's your name?
Oh, you can call me Jane.
You got it.
I can call you Jane, but is that your name?
Well, do you want my serial number?
Oh, no, thank you. That's okay.
That's what you do, right? When we go rogue, you retire us.
What makes you say that?
Looks you up and down. Got the look.
Oh. Well, I don't do the retiring. I'm not. That's not something that I do.
You've never retired a replicant before?
No. Should I want to, or is that something that I'm supposed to want to do?
Oh, I don't know. Just thought that that's what every Blade Runner wants.
Oh no, I'm more into research and learning and things like that.
Oh, yeah? You researching anything interesting recently? Go ahead and give me an insight check.
You're so sus. Oh, only one.
All right. No, it's fine. I was asking for higher successes earlier because, like Styles was pretty sure you were going to follow him. So for this, 1 success is all you need. This is clearly not just a random flirtation. This person approached you for a reason, or this replicant approached you for a reason. They know you're a Blade Runner.
I had a feeling.
Yeah.
Reminds me of the movie. Look, you're asking questions and realizing things that you probably shouldn't based on just my looks. I know I don't look like a Blade Runner. But what do you want to know, really?
Oh, I'm just making conversation.
Hmm,
Clearly lying.
I don't believe that. You can just ask me.
Sure, Blade Runner. All right, enjoy your dumplings. And unless you stop her, she will leave.
Do you want any?
I'm good.
Well, that was weird.
Yeah, right.
Quinn's just gonna really quick check for like any possible trackers of some sort.
Make sure nothing's stolen.
Nope. But they knew who you were, and they were trying to ask about what you're up to.
Suspicious.
Okay, so Dutch, you and Evie are at a bar, I assume?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm using the med tech station in the wall or whatever, and just running scans and getting like the medical foam or whatever sprayed on his cuts and bruises and stuff.
Yeah, I believe it's called glue.
Ah, yeah. There you go.
Alright, so you get glued up, and then you decide to share a drink with Evie at your favorite dive bar.
Sure. Bottoms up,
Okay.
kid.
Cheers.
Alright. As you are drinking, a couple things happen.
Oh.
Dutch, you get a call on your KIA unit. It is Deputy Holden. Evie, you take a drink, look out the window. You remember that replicant you let go in a moment of weakness?
Oh no.
They're standing on the sidewalk looking like they're not sure if they should walk inside or not.
I'll be right back, Dutch. She'll slam her drink, go to walk outside.
Everything okay, or was the tequila bad?
No, it's. I just need some air and a cigarette.
All right.
All right, so Dutch, Deputy Holden is calling you. Do you pick up?
Are the KIAs like little wristwatch like communiques, or are they like handheld
They're
cell
more
phone
like
type things?
smartphones. They're more like smartphones.
Okay. I kind of thought I'd do a funny thing and like, oh look, the boss is calling me. Let me go to the bathroom, answer the call, and just leave it behind one of the like the toilets. So like that for a few minutes. I'm done drinking, then I'll come back and retrieve it. And if I lose it, so what?
Okay, he's kind of persistent, so he still wants to call you.
Oh, he's calling the bar now or whatever. All right, all right.
No, he's just so you go back to retrieve your unit. Holden,
Oh.
Holden, or whatever you have him saved as in your contacts.
Hey, I'm getting pissed drunk. Do you mind?
Yeah, actually, I do. Aren't you supposed to be investigating something?
I was investigating until two replicants beat shit out of me and Evie.
Are you serious?
Yeah, look it up. I called the RepTech unit to pick them both up. We restrained the both, and the third one got away. It's that one. It's that bald bastard. Whatever his name was, Mr. Clean from the snake pit. He's in the wind now. I told Tanner and the rest of them that they need to be on the lookout for him.
Oh, fuck ass. Did they have lethal intent?
They have what?
Lethal intent. Were they trying to kill you?
Well, they were trying to kick the shit out of us, and they ran when I drew my weapon.
Alright, thank fuck for that at least. Fuck, alright. We'll have him processed and questioned. God damn it. What's the status on the case?
I don't know. Why don't you ask the lead investigator?
That's you, asshole.
No, it's not. I'm not an investigator. You put me here to track down and shoot people. Let's be honest.
I'm asking you.
Well, look, all I know is that Tanner was talking about, I think, a search warrant for Lilith Tyrell.
What the fuck?
That's kind of what I said. I never even heard of her. Anyhow,
Approve that warrant.
sounds like you got your work cut out for you. I'm gonna go back to drinking now. Bye. Like,
God damn. All right, so Cassius,
Hi.
you're getting a call on your vid phone.
Okay.
It's Deputy Holden.
Hey, boss.
What the fuck is this motherfucking shit about you getting a warrant? Like him, Lila fucking Tyrell.
You'll talk to Tanner about that. He's the one that called it in, told me to post outside here.
What the status report now?
Outside of the memory
The case.
I knew he was
Oh.
gonna do that.
of the case.
Where the fuck is Leia?
That's what we're trying to figure out. It's been
Leads?
I heard Evie and Dutch got jumped by a couple of replicants. Sounds like they might have something to do with it. They might not want us looking into Leah at all.
Oh god, damn it!
So that's a pretty solid lead. Tracking down anything that we can with Leah's memory banks, things like that. See if there's anywhere she trusts, anywhere she wants to go. Apparently, one of the safest places that we could think of is going to be actually HQ. So if she is into the wind, she might actually come home.
Yeah, we got our eyes open. Haven't seen a sign of her yet. Fuck. Shit. Hangs up. Tanner. You're getting a vid phone call.
Oh, Lord, going down the chain. What up, boss?
What the goddamn fuck is this up with a worm?
Whoa.
Lilith, goddamn Tyrell.
Language. Okay. Hey,
Fuck off.
you do realize she's the same person that's modeled for Leah, right? She's the template. She looks exactly like her.
Yeah?
We don't know. We don't know if this Nexus 6 killed. He could have killed her and then taken her place.
What Nexus goddamn 6? Is there a Nexus 6 in my city?
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. Sorry. Nexus 9.
Yeah, she's the template. She's been a template since forever.
Yes, well, I did some
Uncle
digging.
made her a template.
I did some digging on it, and there was only a dozen models made of her. Other models were sent out to New York, everywhere else. I guarantee there's only going to be a couple of them in this city. It's a 50-50 shot.
What, you think Leia killed the real Lilith and took her place?
It's a possibility.
How sure are you of this? And before you answer, you better be pretty goddamn sure.
I'd say 70%.
Jesus fucking. That's not good enough.
Well, hey, there's also another thing, too. Apparently, this replicant, I got a picture, and it's really, really dear to her. It's basically her niece in the memory. Well, the thing is that this niece looks exactly like her daughter that's at the memory
Both
bank.
daughters.
They're
The
both daughters.
relationship is daughter on both times.
What? What? It was a daughter? I'm sorry, I'm getting you all mixed up.
Leia's memory is of her daughter,
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
modeled after Lilith's daughter. Lilith is Eldon Tyrell's niece.
Oh my good lord. I'm sorry. It's really, yeah.
That's totally fine.
But yes, it's really coincidental that the daughter looks exactly the same as in this picture, and it's with the exact same person that's missing. I'm sorry if I'm explaining that weird, but it's kind of hard to explain for me.
You're wrong. It's your fucking ass in the sling, not mine. Click.
By all means. Anyways, I'm on the route. I'm also tracking another person. One that
Click.
could give me
He
definitive
hung up on
answers.
you. He hung up on you.
Oh man. Okay. Well, going after
You
Your
can call
Styles.
back if
performance
you
review is
want.
going to be epic.
Yeah. If it works out for me, I'm getting a promotion.
All right. We're going to turn the camera back to Cassius, who's decided to continue working.
Yes.
Cassius, the warrant has come through. You are now legally able to compel Lilith Tyrell to submit to a void comp test.
And no one has left this building?
No, so it's getting to about quitting time. So you would assume if Lilith is clocking out, it would be about now. But
Okay.
yes, no one has yet left the building.
Perfect. And I've got my warrant. Do I have access to a VK machine?
I mean, you're a Blade Runner, so yes, absolutely.
Okay. All right. I'll get the briefcase and I'll head up to the front door.
All right. So we assume you do all the formal niceties, gain access.
Everything by the book.
Okay. You present your warrant to Lilith. Well, this is an exciting experience.
One perhaps that you could put into a future replicant's memories.
Why on earth would I want to give a replicant a memory of passing a void comp?
You're the expert. I'm just giving you more memories to work with.
Very well. Ask your questions.
And I'll set up and I'll pop it out and get it all lined up. Just kind of ask some baseline tests. Is your name Lilith and all of that good stuff.
So, insight roll, please. We're just gonna start off with the insight roll, and we will carry it forward.
Oh,
Swear to
no.
God, Cassius, if you get me killed.
Here we go. I love you, Roll20. You're the best. Nothing bad will ever come from you because you're the absolute best.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, so okay, that's good. That's what I needed. That was my target, or
You are allowed to push even on a success if you want to try and get more successes.
which one didn't succeed? The
That
8?
D8. Get that D8. Do it. Come
Oh, you
on.
can
I
take
need
them
a
away too.
6, 7, or 8.
Well, if he rolls the D8, he can't lose the 9. So
Oh, okay.
Right.
Makes sense.
But I could roll a 1.
you could.
And I'm
What's
already-
the worst? I mean, that's the worst that could happen, though.
I mean,
Just-
I'm already taking a stress from continuing to work, which, by the way, I need to bump that down one to. Yeah.
I don't have a lot of stress as of
I believe in you.
You know what? With Evie's support in the ether, somewhere on the wind, my sensors pick. I hear on the wind. I'll push.
Okay.
I want as much going my way as possible. All right, so I push, and then I'm gonna re-roll that D8,
Okay.
which still comes out for a 1 because it's 6 and up is success, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I still have 1 success.
All right, but you didn't roll a 1.
I did not roll a 1.
Okay. So, cool. We will carry that single success forward for every sort of interaction that will require insight in this scene. So,
Drea, do you
Tyrell?
believe me? God damn it. Okay, sorry.
Lilith Tyrell, the person claiming to be Lilith Tyrell,
Mhm.
ask your questions, Blade Runner.
It is your friend's birthday, and they serve meat pie.
Is it well made?
Your daughter calls you to the next room, and she shows you a lizard that she's cut in half.
I ask where she found a lizard.
You're reading a book, and when you realize a spider has fallen into your hair.
I brush it out.
Turn the knobs a little bit, check the reading, make some interested faces. You visit your sister to help her move. When you open the front door, the first thing you see is a large portrait of a fully nude man with a large erect penis.
I don't have a sister. I'm an only child.
You're walking along on a beach. The sand is firm, yet forgiving against your bare feet. The tops burn, while the bottoms are cold seawater. You see ahead a beached whale. It is moaning, almost melodic. It's trying to get back to the water, and you won't help push it back. Why won't you help push it back?
It's a whale. I call the authorities. They'll know what to do.
And this goes on for hundreds
Okay.
of questions.
As far as you can tell, she's human. So after about question number, let's say 20, are we done, detective?
What do you know about Leah's work?
I know it's her job to find replicants whose programming has broken down. I know that what's more important then her doing her job is her appearing to do her job. I'm not an idiot. Even here, now, all of this, there's a deep mistrust in this city for replicants. And that cannot be allowed to continue. The people need to know that the Blade Runners are protecting them, are defending them. That if a Nexus 9 was, God forbid, about to go haywire, well, I'm not going to say the blue line phrase, because that's not very good. Let's say a thin blade. Held at the defense of humanity.
And you are forging the blade in this scenario that you hand to us?
I'm forging the hilt.
So you're protecting us while we protect everyone.
Imagine a knife with no hilt. It's useless, right? You can't use it without injuring yourself. That's why you give it a handle. I make the handle.
So in a way, you're telling us where our hand goes.
Where would you like your hand to go, sir?
To the best place possible to resolve this situation. Because I agree with you. People cannot be led to believe that they are in danger from Nexus 9s. No matter what.
I'm no oracle. I don't know where Leia is. I don't know where she would have gone. The replicants do have some measure of free will. Otherwise, they wouldn't be replicants. They wouldn't be useful. They need to be able to use critical thinking. They need to be able to use emotion to do what they need to do.
Then why are you bullshitting me?
I don't know what you mean. I've been completely honest with you.
Yes. How important is it to you that Leia comes in with as little fuss as possible?
It's very important to me.
And you gave her a memory of her daughter, correct?
Yes.
So, show her her daughter.
You mean my daughter?
No. Just like in Leia's mind, that's not your daughter, right? You said that yourself.
So, two things I do make very, very clear. For one, I am not going to risk my Sarah for anything. For two, the memories that Leia had were created at her incept date. I can't go into her brain and reprogram her to have new memories, any more than I could go into your brain and reprogram this memory of tonight.
I'm not asking you to reprogram anything.
Then what are you asking?
If Leia is not up to baseline, her decision-making process could be jeopardized, just like any person in a manic state would have difficult decision-making skills. She might be confused. She might be unsure of what's going on. She might not be able to separate memories from present. These are all things that everyone struggles with, So give her something that she'll latch onto that we can get her with, to bring her back in and to help her, so that this happens quickly, efficiently, with as little fuss as possible.
You assume I'm psychic and know where she is. I don't. And figuring out where she is, that's your job, detective.
I don't want to figure out where she is. I don't want you to tell me where she is. I want to figure out where she's going to be. She's still connected to this city. She's out there. She's keeping an eye out, one way or another. We both know she didn't get taken in by a couple of whatever those people are.
Sympathists.
We both know she didn't get
Fine.
taken in.
If there was one place where Leia felt safe and accepted, based on the memories I gave her, she's on an off-world colony or heading towards one.
Right. So, all right. I thank you for your time.
Don't ever come back here unless you have another warrant.
And I'll just kind of, just make one more, thing to just kind of point out. Yeah, I'll make sure that if Detective Tanner ever needs to speak to you again, he'll acquire another warrant. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Miss Tyrell.
All right, you are escorted to the exit of the building. The camera shifts to Evie. So, the replicant you let go in that moment of weakness, what's their name? Do they have a name or just a serial number?
Oh, God, don't do this to me, Rachel. I'm totally shit with names. Hold on. Let me make this happen quick. Let's go. Let's go with Sadie.
Okay, Sadie. Sadie's there.
Are you... What the... No, you need to leave now. Like, right now. What are you doing here?
Looking for you.
Why?
Why the fuck do you think? I heard what happened in the alley. Why are you going with... Are you fucking with Styles? You should not be fucking with Styles.
I was trying to help. And he sent his little lovely thugs that are now in custody. Thanks to his little fucking stunt. And now, by the way, everyone's looking for Styles. He's a very wanted man now because of his stupid bullshit. I have only ever wanted to help, and you fucking know this. And look what it got me. And she just demonstrates how much the shit has gotten kicked out of her.
Jesus fuck. All right, look. You did me a solid for one time, so I'm going to do you one more favor.
What?
There's a warehouse. Here's the address.
What's there? Don't just give me an address.
You want to talk to Leia? There. That's where she is.
Fuck me. Thank you, Sadie. Now get the fuck out of here. There's another Blade Runner in the bar right fucking now.
She scampers away. However, and I rolled this ahead of time.
Great.
This is a stress factor 1 event.
Okay.
You do not get the benefit of the downtime.
Sounds good.
So, when you return to the bar with Dutch, you're still wound tight.
I think she sits down right next to Dutch, looks at the bartender. A double, straight.
That bad, huh?
Yeah, it's that bad.
This Rachel, does she get healing back though? Like I went to and got like the medical glue put on me for like the bad scrapes
Yeah,
I got. Did
yeah,
she get the
you can
benefit of that as
get-
well?
You can get physical healing taken
Okay.
care of, but
Okay.
you still have the damage to your resolve.
All right, that's fine. Resolve's my higher number.
Okay.
Mhm.
I
What
know
was
where
that
Leia
about?
is. I don't want to get into
What?
it. I know where Leia is.
Shit. Are we gonna go now? Also, how do
think
we
I-
know for sure that this is where she is? We just walked into an ambush back there.
The person I got this intel from is someone who owes me their life, literally. Um,
Are they a replicant?
I don't know if Evie's game face is good right now. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of want to leave it up to dice. What's game face roll,
You
Rachel?
can roll. So Evie will roll manipulation. Dutch
Okay.
will roll insight.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh God, it's a 1 and a 3.
It's okay, I'm terrible at this shit anyway.
Thank God. Oh, okay.
All
We
right,
both suck. We
Dutch,
both suck.
you're more focused on your own problems, and so any sort of subtle hints or body
Right.
language that Evie would be giving off, you just between the alcohol and the glue and the adrenaline, fuck it.
Perfect.
Huh.
Not important.
All right then.
But yeah, this
We should
is
probably tell
this-
the. Go ahead.
the rest of them. I look at like still kind of just yourself. Look what happened when we went in hot. I don't. You're the veteran, right? You're the vet. Dutch. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to shoot anyone else. I want to bring her in quietly.
You want to bring her in? Well, I don't know if anything's going to be done about bringing her in quietly. But we got to bring some assistance with us because, as you can see, he's got friends in low places. Right into that place, we may not be riding back out. So we need to
Alright.
get the rest of the team involved in this if we're going to move in on her, bring her in somehow.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll. You know what's up. She'll turn on her OKIA to like get everyone in the group at once. If that's a thing you can do.
Sure. Well, no. But then after she notifies everybody, he chats her up a little bit. So, cards on the table. What is it that you were hoping to do for good old Leah?
I don't want to kill someone that doesn't deserve it. I don't know if her
Because
pulling the
that's where we're
trigger-
gonna kill her.
I didn't say we're gonna, but I don't think Tanner, I don't think Cassius are interested in finding out the truth. I think they're just interested in dragging her in. I want the truth first, and then we can, sort that out.
What do you think the truth is, kid? She malfunctioned?
I don't
Is it a
know.
crime of passion?
There's a lot of players involved. Dutch, look at it. We got the piece of shit journalist we threatened. We got Styles, who's got his own agenda. We got her partner. Her partner, like her job, like listen to me. Her job was to bring in dysfunctional replicants, right? Maybe her partner malfunctioned and she had to pull the trigger.
You don't need to
Like-
convince me, kid. I'm just a trigger man. I'm not here to figure anything else out. I don't put puzzles together. I tear them apart.
Well, that's I think I don't think what she did was a bad thing. I think someone either did something to her to make her do it, or what she did was justified. That's
What
what
do you think she
Right.
was getting in exchange for shooting a cop?
I mean, a fellow replicant, not just a cop. He was Nexus
Blade Runner.
9 too. Yeah.
All
It's
right.
a pretty big offense. Oh, sorry.
So, as your conversation wraps up, Tanner,
Yes.
your contacts come through. You receive an address for in Sector 9.
Is it the same warehouse?
It's the same address that Evie has.
Okay.
It is a replicant safe house. And now you know where it is. And this is where we're going to end tonight's episode of Electric Memory.
Oh,
All right.
3 more hours.
4
sorry?
hours.
Bullshit.
So, thank you all so much for playing. Thank you to our wonderful audience. Thank you for your purchases of malevolence and benevolence. Thank you for the follow. It's B. Alex Horn. I hope you were entertained tonight. Also, Love Cruz. Thank you for the follow. So, if we just want to do one more quick round of who we are and where you can see your face next on the internet.
Hello, everybody. It is me, your friendly neighborhood changeling. You can find me all over the internet as Am Changeling, though I am on social media hiatus, so you can follow me. But it's like a ghost town. You can find me on.
Tell
What?
them about your Etsy store.
I might. This is secret. No, I'm just kidding. You can also find me on Etsy at Thornkind, where I sell all sorts of stickers, trans stickers, non-binary stickers, stickers that are very gay. So go enjoy them and stare at them and favorite them. Please drool on your computer and share them with your friends. The end.
That's me. Hello. I have been Aaron playing Eevee tonight. As usual, you can find me everywhere as Great Cthulhu. Let's see. Sunday, you can find me at Girls Run These Worlds. I will be playing They Came from Camp Murder Lake. It's gonna be a spicy time. One of the what's it called? Edits we picked was gratuitous sex. So it's going to be a very spicy murder party. 5 sessions, I think, total we're going to be running. So yeah, check that out over there. I believe 4 p.m. my time. So
Smexy.
Sexy murder parties, nice. Hi, I'm Eric. I play Dutch. I'll be here next week doing this with bells on. So yeah, thank you for tuning in.
Hello, my name is Jared. You can find me at Leo of the Black here on Twitch doing my thing. And today I played Tanner Rigo. Well, my first option was wrong, but I did get the plays where Sky. I can't remember these names, man.
Styles.
The bald guy, yeah, Styles. I know
Styles.
where he's at now, so all coming together.
No. Hi, everybody. My name is Steve. My pronouns are he, him, and I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, I'm online. You know the name. It's down there. It's fine. And I will be here on Monday playing Dragon Age with the wonderful Rachel, who is awesome at running Dragon Age and loves it so much, and it comes through in the game, which is great.
Yay for Rachel. Yay.
Yay, Rachel.
Rachel is awesome. You should support her
Hi.
very much.
I try.
You succeed effortlessly.
Thank you. All right. So, thank you so much for that. I have been your humble game runner. My name is Rachel. I am she, her. I'm also Stolen Fires. If you want more cool content on this channel, yes, we've got Dragon Age the tabletop RPG on Mondays. And we have Dragon Age me playing the video game on Wednesdays. And then Solid Metal, Battletech game using the Fate system on Thursdays. It's a lot of fun. you should come check it all out. Come play on the Discord. Yeah, and we will see you next week as y'all figure out what's going on with this safe house. But for now, we're gonna raid my friend Benedict Thunderbash.
That is a great fucking name. I love that.
It's really good.
All right, good night, everybody.